December 30th, we're getting ready to dyno test the two TCRs. This is really important to get a baseline for, you know, where they're at relative to last year in terms of power. If we see any kind of power loss or anything like that, you know, it may turn into a situation where we need to replace the engines or replace the turbos.
There is no shock.
Oh, good.
It might have just been a little divot boy.
Yeah, maybe. Should need to turn the brake assist down. All right, we're gonna do this wide turn.
Yeah.
Gonna let. Now, ideally, I'd like to use the winch of the trailer to pull the car on because
Right.
these things are not really drivable.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oops. We got the 71 here in the trailer, and now it just comes a matter of strapping it down onto E-Tracks here. Those of you who deal with this already know, but I'll tell you right now, without the front splitter on these cars, and the reason why this splitter is not on is so that we can actually get it on the dyno. Otherwise, it won't clear the rollers. So, splitter and bumper off specifically for that. All right, so car is strapped in, and we're gonna go ahead and head over to the dyno. Like I said, this car is being dynoed first, and then we're gonna have to take the fuel pump out of this car and swap it into the other one since that car's fuel pump decided to quit on us. Busy day ahead. I'm taking you along for the ride. Let's get started. That was a project getting the car in, and it's a rainy day. But it's cool outside, so we should make some pretty good power. Getting into it, man. Vlog style. How you feeling, Ben?
Feeling pretty chilly.
What are your predictions?
I think it's gonna make a little bit more than the Mini did on its stock form. So I'm thinking it's gonna make like 289 at the wheels. And it's a Mustang dyno, so like, yeah, I think it's gonna be low. I think
It's gonna break in the 3s.
You think? I think 289 and oh no, this is Herschen's actually 297 and 289 on Nate's car.
I'm not worried about torque, man. I'm only worried about the
No, I'm saying Michael's car is gonna be 297. Nate's car is gonna be 289 horsepower.
Well, I mean, Nate's car is getting a freshy fuel pump, so you know, might make some more juice.
Still got a little low compression in what, 3?
No.
Oh.
A little. And turbo's a little bit.
Just turn the boost up. It'll be interesting.
Well, the turbo is a little bit looser. It spins freer, you know?
Yeah, it's nice about 5. Let's see what it does.
Joe, predictions?
Predictions for Michael's car, 326. Nate's car with a slightly more shaft play, 318 on this dyno.
All right. See how it comes out. I like those numbers.
Yeah.
I like those predictions. Keep in mind, this is a homologated car, so there's no tuning that we can do to it. It's a locked ECU. It's supposed to be roughly 350 horsepower at the crank, but give or take 10 or so horsepower based on whatever the BOP is. You know, the engine is capable of making more. It is a Golf R engine, but with the IS38 and the tuning on it, it's really good for like 350, 360 at the crank.
did the same shape last time.
It's interesting.
It's just not.
I mean, remember that like the computer is RPM to boost that.
Yeah, that's
so
fair.
that's how the series runs. It basically at whatever RPM you can't run more than X amount of boost. So that curve might be just falling within
You're going way above where you're probably normally going here, right? You're going way higher in the RPM than you normally go here, aren't you?
No, I mean we're shipping that limiter every year. Like, you know, our typical is going to be 6 65, like whatever, yeah, 65 down to like probably 45. Back curve right there. That's like our
Something like this.
Yeah.
It's really losing there.
So just got back from doing dyno pulls with 71, and now I need to take the fuel pump out of 71 and put it into 72, because I found out on Friday that the fuel pump on 72 was completely locked up. So here's the fuel pump, and that little impeller in there, that's what sucks up the fuel. There's, you know, obviously a sock on the end, but that thing is locked up tight, and there's just stuff inside of it. I don't know what happened to this, but it does not make any pressure whatsoever, and therefore the car won't start. So now we're just gonna go ahead and pull the fuel pump, and gonna need a 4mm ball Allen and our AN wrenches. It's never a dull moment, and this is good practice anyway for 2020. So let's get into it. Here's the only problem: running tires, wet tires with a whole bunch of camber on it. Good rollers now. That's about it. So I never actually ended up doing a summary about the dyno day, but what did we learn? Well, for starters, we know that one car is down on power, and it's the 72 over here. The reason for that is most likely due to axial play within the turbocharger bearing. If you put your hand in there, you can actually feel the compressor shaft move a little bit back and forth, and that's going to cause some efficiency problems with the turbo. You know, the whole reason why we do these tests in advance is, hypothetically speaking, if there was a serious issue with one of these engines or some kind of mechanical problem that you're not really going to be able to determine without the use of a dyno, you want to be able to do that ahead of time and know exactly, okay, one car is making this much, and the identical car, because like I said, these are both you know, homologated cars. They're built from the factory. They are what they are. They should be making the same power, all things being equal. The next steps are most likely going to be to take the turbo off of 71, which is this one right here, and put it into 72 and go back to the dyno and see if they happen to make the same power then, because 72 makes the same power with the different turbo. Then we know it's for sure a turbo, and then we just order a turbo versus looking at an engine. I don't think it's an engine, it's most likely the turbo. You know, my goal this year is to film as much of this as possible, so it's going to be called the 2020 Motorsport Vlog. I'm going to make a playlist with all these videos, and hopefully by the end of the year I have a really good playlist of interesting videos. Hope to get some technical videos in there on these cars as well, so if you're interested in seeing that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also hit the notification button just to, you know, make sure that you're notified every time I upload a new video. But other than that, I just want to say thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys for the next one. Later.